Yeah, a bit of fun and games for you, right? Go to Estibot, ESTIBOT, right, .com. Right? It's a website address that values a website addresses it values, right? Because a website address has a value without a website address being on it, right? Right? Just type into Estibot search any two letters you like, yeah? Pick two letters, .com, right? Just type in two letters, any two letters you like, .com, make sure it's like a link, yeah? And press search. And it will give you a value of that. It'll be somebody else's website, obviously, it's just bought, right? You can't buy them, right? Well, you can. You need about £1 million to buy them, right? Plus, right? But it'll show you, right? Yeah? It'll give you a value of those two letters, .com. And when you've done that, type in a three-letter .com. Just type in any three letters you like. .com, as in the website address, .com. Yeah? And then press search. And that'll give you a valuation, right, of any three letters. It doesn't have to be your website address, it could be anyone's website address, right? It's owned. All two-letter.coms, three-letter.coms, four-letter.coms are owned, so if you're ever going to buy one, you're buying from an investor, not from a registrar, because they've all been bought by investors. So, and it's investors' price or no price. They decide what price they want to sell it for. But just as an example, as I said earlier, the Estibot, it's just a good way to understand that digital assets, you cannot hold a website address in your hand. But when you go into Google, you type either a website address in or a search keywords, which will lead you to the website addresses. And website addresses have value. And Estibot.com will give you a value on any website address there is on the internet. And it will tell you if it's got any value or not. But two-letter.coms, they won't come back with less. You don't usually come back with a valuation of less than $1 million, because you can't really buy them for less than $1 million, because they're all sold out. And there's only 476 in the world, and many of them are owned by big multi-billion-dollar companies. But nowhere in that, if someone left you a two-letter.com, where would you go and sell it? There's nowhere in the high street that you can go and say. You can't go to a bank and say, oh, I've got this two-letter.com, and they say, what do you want us to do with it? So the bank, they ain't got a clue. All you can do is an estate agent, right? Yeah? I've been left this two-letter.com. What can I do with it? They ain't got a clue either. There's nowhere. You can't go into a pawnbroker with a two-letter.com. Wouldn't have a clue. Wouldn't be able to liquidate it for you. You wouldn't be able to pawn it as an asset, because they didn't understand it. And that's where we got to in the world at the moment. I understand it, but not many people do. Website addresses have values without website addresses on them, without websites on them. You can't even take say you've got two-letter.com. You couldn't go down your local auction house and say, right, I want to sell this on the internet with two-letter.com. They wouldn't have a clue. They're that far behind. And that's website addresses for you. All good fun. Adios. So every time you see a three-letter.com, you can bung it into Estibot. You get two free searches a day. But in the UK, type in bt.com or bp.com.